this isn't just a head coach. This is this job. This is a place that I grew very fond of. I really believe in this place. I really believe we can do something special here. So to have this be my first head coaching opportunity is tremendous. But it's a moment you work for your whole life, and you get that call and offer you the job. And I told Gary, let me think about it. Yes. So no, it's been great, and ever since then, it's a whirlwind.
Yeah. Well, I heard it was the reverse. You said yes, then let me think about it.
Yeah, maybe, but it has. It's been since that point. Everything's been terrific. The people have been unbelievably supportive of me so far, and I really feel the love and the commitment from people at Greenville and Furman, and we're going to work hard for them.
Well, there's no doubt about that. You laid a great foundation going to Colorado State University. Talk about your experience there and what you gained from that in the last 7 years since.
Well, I know what we went through there is going to be extremely beneficial to me and to us, and we took over a really difficult situation. You name it, we had it. We really built that from the ground up, and through that process and learning how to do things the right way, there's no shortcuts to building a program. It's not just about winning some more games next year, but building a program that you can have sustained success. And I feel like we've got a great plan to do that. We can do the same thing here. We're going to do the same thing here. But that experience for me is really invaluable as we move this forward.
After you got the phone call from Dr. Clark, who was the first person you called?
Well, I obviously my wife was there, but I called my parents. My mom and dad are the two biggest influences on my life. And so that was the first call that I made, and that was pretty special to call. And then obviously I called Coach Eustace, my boss, and he was thrilled too. And then boy, from there on out, I think I've been on the phone ever since. This may be the first time I haven't been on the phone since I got the job.
We came over to get you, and you're on an international call, so you're already working for the
so
program.
You're giving me a break from the phone.
That's it. As you look at our current situation, our current players, in your mind, as you start to build this team, you start to recruit, what do you start looking at?
We need players, and I'm a believer that it's not about just collecting talent, it's about building a team, and in order to do that, like I said, the first thing is really to try to assess what we have, not just talent level, but personalities, commitment. And as I go out there and recruit, the first thing is to assess what we have and then look for what we need. But I think we have a lot to sell. I always say I really look for three things in a player. This is a tremendous university. Players that we recruit will have to value the education that Furman provides, and that they will. And the second thing is we want guys to really value the fact that they're a leader, that they're going to represent our program, our university, our community the right way. And take pride in that. It's not a chore, it's something that you want to cherish, relish. And then the third thing is you have to be able to play at the championship level of the Southern Conference. And really, you need all three of those things. It's not about two of the three, all three of those things in order to be in our program. And once we do that, boy, you're going to see this thing take off. And we can. The beauty of it is I think we can go a lot of places and attract those kind of players to come to this university, to this community. I'm excited about who we can recruit.
We've had about 30,000-point scorers here, and in your time here before, you recruited three of those folks: Eric Webb, Robbie Bostain, and also Musa Jai. So those three are three good examples of your connections as far as what you're trying to do and the type of player you're trying to bring to Furman.
Right. And a lot of guys, and I'll say this in recruiting, Robbie, that's a team effort. Robbie and a lot of those guys, a lot of people played parts in getting those guys to Furman, and some of the players we've recruited at Colorado State, it's a team effort. A lot of it's identifying, right, people, building relationships with the kids, their families, the people around them. And but I feel like, again, it's not just about talent, it's about building a team, finding kids who are the right fit, who have a high talent level, high character, who are really bought into the mission of what we're trying to do. And again, you have to have all those things to build a program. And I think that's what we're good at. That's what we'll do here. I think I do. I know what works at Furman. I know what I'm looking for, and I know the kinds of players we need to be successful.
Mm-hmm. Your job out at Colorado State University, what did you do as far? Did you run the defense? Did you run the offense? What did you do there the last couple of years?
I've really done just about everything there. Some points it's been the defense, the offense. The last few years I was the recruiting coordinator. I was in charge of our offense this year, was something that I did, but I've really kind of had my hands in everything, throughout my 6 years there. And again, that will serve me well. I've worked for some great coaches, for and with great coaches, and I've been able to coach some great players. That's why I'm sitting here today, and I've told those guys that, and I feel blessed that I've been groomed very well, I think, for this opportunity, and all my experience will serve me very well. I got back to campus this weekend. We met as a team yesterday. Telling the guys, I think they're very receptive to change, but change is hard. Change, like I told the guys, change is hard. It's usually cold. It happens suddenly. It's not something that you choose. In my life, I know I told the guys that the changes that I've been through in my career, in my life, something good's always come out of it, the change. And I believe the same thing can happen for them. It can be a great experience, but that's something we need to work through. I told them that, I need to earn their trust and their respect just like they need to earn mine. And I think we're going to do that. I think they'll really enjoy the way we play, the way we're going to approach things. And give me time. I'm a believer, time either helps or hurts people. I believe time will help us. The more they get to know us and what we're about and our vision, I really think they'll be excited about what we're doing.
Coming here, you saw a lot of positives in this job.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? What are the positive points that you can point out about Furman basketball?
Well, first of all, Furman, you've got an amazing university. I mean, this is, President Smola said it best. I think it's an undervalued stock. We can go a lot of places around the country and even the world to attract players. I mean, I think that people learn about, we have an amazing community. I haven't been here in 7 years, but just walking around downtown, the development on the West End, the people that are here, the energy in this community is amazing. And it was great when I was here, and 7 years later, it's at a whole nother level. And I think those are great positives. I think the leadership is tremendous. I mean, President Smola, I was so excited about his vision and what he saw as the possibilities for what we could do. And I just think, how it really worked for us is we just shared the same vision. And the vision that I have, the vision starts from the top. There's so many possibilities here, and I'm really excited to get started, and we're going to build a championship program.
What do you think our fans will see when you finally get on the court with your team and start playing games? What do you envision as far as, or do you have an idea of what
Well,
we'll see?
I say this, I don't believe that fans come out to the game to watch a style of play, meaning they're not going to come to say we run this kind of offense or this kind of defense. What they come to watch is exciting players who play with passion, they play with pride, they play with purpose, they have a little bit of a swagger. You can't fake enthusiasm. The kids that play hard, that are together, that are really committed to winning, even a casual fan can see a team that's doing that. And the first thing you'll see, take away the wins and the losses, it's how we play the game. And that starts with me, and how I lead these guys, and that's what they'll see. They're going to see a team that plays with a lot of heart, a lot of passion, and they're going to play the game the right way.
As far as getting a staff together, what's your timetable? Where do you think you're going to be with that?
That's something I'll take my time at. That, just like I said from the beginning, this is about people. It's about talented people, talented coaches, talented players. We need talent in our program, and I'm going to hire a great staff, but I take my time. And the first thing is to listen, to get here and listen to our players, listen to the people around the program, and really get a feel for what we need. I'm excited about the staff that we're going to hire eventually and who we'll bring here, and I think that there's somebody that's going to help these kids grow, help our program grow, and going to make me better.
Catchword is rebranding Furman basketball. Do we really rebrand it, or what do we do?
The term rebrand is just it's generating excitement. It's generating excitement about what we're doing, and I've seen, through my experience at Colorado State, I've seen a program where nobody came to the game, the students didn't care, there was just apathy, in the community, and I've seen how that looks. How 6 years later you can't get a ticket, the students are camping out for the games, the kids are part of the community, and just the pride in Fort Collins is the same thing that will happen here, and that's rebranding. That's rebranding. It's a process. It takes time. It's up to us. It's not just about winning basketball games. I mean, that's what I think. It's about winning games, and also bringing the community in to see what we're doing. And you'll know me, the community will know me, they'll know our staff, they'll know our players. I'm a visible guy, I'm an approachable guy. And I can't wait to get out and talk to people and let them know this is what we're doing, this is what we're about. I'm very approachable, and the community will get to know us, and that's going to take a little bit of time. And like I said from the beginning, I think time will help us. The more they get to know us and what we're doing, they're going to say, hey, there's something going on with Furman basketball that's exciting, and that will eventually show up.
As you get ready to schedule your first season of basketball games, where do you think you're going to go? Got any ideas?
Well, a lot of our schedule's already set for next year. That was something that I actually just got put on my desk the other day, so we won't really have much say in what we do this year. But in the future, what I look at is I think scheduling, it's not just about trying to schedule as many wins as you can. I think it's a way to promote your program, to sell your program to your fans, to recruit. I think that's really important. I think you'll see us using opportunities to play some high-profile games, maybe some television opportunities, maybe some different cities that we'd like to recruit or really get our name. I'd like to find ways to play downtown in the ILO Center, and I think there's a lot of creative things that we can do to do that. But I like to schedule aggressive. Our idea is what gives us the best chance to win the Southern Conference and then the Southern Conference tournament. And that may be different every year depending on our team. But I think you'll see a schedule that people will enjoy. They'll see some games on there that really have some bang for their buck. And that's really going to help us, like I said, promote our program to our fans, our alumni, and recruits.
You are also a avid, what I call a Twitter bug. You like to